You couldn't find it.
It just showed about $800 to $1 million worth of loss.
Oh, up now? That's excellent.
Missing or lost.
Whew. My eyes burning. I don't know why I'm trying to put my eyes out. I told Tim my eyes you'd be lighter than his. Them decent. If you ain't got nothing to do, you should. I mean, if you ain't, that's the only pair of eyes they got left. I take them. But the ones I had, let me tell you about them now, baby bubba. There was some good eyes back then. Yeah, mine was green in the hill. Mine was so green, I could see Incredible Hulk. He was white. That's how green my eye was. He was just pure. Everybody looked at him, oh, he green. I said, all I see is a white man. Ain't that right? That's all I see, a white man. And his hair was combed. So I could see further than y'all seen. When y'all seen it, how many of y'all remember seeing Incredible Hulk, he was green? I ain't see that episode. He was always white and his hair was trimmed and cut. Did y'all see his clothes tore up? He had on a full suit, ready to go to work. But that was back in my day. I'm about to say he come find, I appreciate him. But I know it's set now. I know it's set now. You looked on DuckDuckGo or Google? Google. Look on Google. That's all right. He looking. They bet they can look. Just look on DuckDuckGo. And isn't that wrong with that? Google can be good for like, you want to look up like best white lie. Go to Google. They're gonna tell you it's a black man told it. Google is a search engine that I just don't use it. I don't even use the Google. I use a Google email for stuff I want to go to junk stuff. I don't want to be bothered with y'all seeing in my Google email. I don't send none of that stuff. A lot of stuff, I'm telling you something. I know a lot of y'all use because everybody, got add a Gmail. I say, yeah, there they go. They don't know about it. Why you think they give you that account? They go through everything you got. People, and this, I know people, I ain't doing nothing wrong. See, that's the nigga mind. Why you put curtains up on your window? You ain't doing nothing wrong. Because it ain't nobody's business what go on inside your private domain, right? So don't always think because you cover up something wrong, it's because that's your business. And I don't need an email that anybody can go in when they want and look at it when it ain't yours. That's my personal business. They say, well, they going on the other one. Okay, well, let's not just make it so easy for them. Got it? Let them break in it. Let them go hire somebody and break in it. It don't make sense for you to sit here when you got the Google. He ain't in the break in, you done gave it to him. Google ain't your friend, people. I don't look up nothing on Google. What y'all think Google gonna tell me? Google gonna send all my information straight over and let them folks know, this nigga looking this up. Okay, y'all keep it up. Go ahead and look at it. Google is gonna report. Every time y'all go pull that junk on Google, Google's reporting you. And that's why Google uses to deflect you and send you somewhere else. Because that ain't nothing you need to know. Why you need to know that? What happened? Oh, they said definitely what happened to Rodney King. And what was the brother? Who cares? Well, I do care. Family are missing, haunted by riots. Aftermath. Let me see. Families of, get on Google said, run over there too. They'll give it out a while. They'll give it on. This is a Los Angeles Times. What? Family are missing, haunted by riots. Aftermath. Ashes leaves no clues to the fate of 3 people still unaccounted for. Bodies of 3 others are unidentified. But it's only 3. But they got people they arrested. I know for a fact they did. And I don't want to put it up there on the show. They had people, they had a big mess about that then. It was people they couldn't find. Just know that every time a lot of these times we look at these riots, look like we start them. They aggravate them to go. These people need experiment. How many of y'all sign up for an experiment to go out and let them take stuff out your body and test it? Well, the only way to get it is to get a riot. Start arresting people. When the riot break out, you start grabbing people, getting people out, and next thing you know, you got your experiment right down. A lot of these college kids get snatched up like that. A lot of them college kids come up there, all that hazing, talking about drinking, they get them people and get drunk. A lot of y'all young. I remember in the 80s, it was a big thing going on with college kids getting drunk in college and will wake up in bathtubs full of ice and they will be surgically sewn back up. Who remember that? There was a big thing. I don't even talk about it no more. Listen, there was a big thing. Kids will be in college getting drunk. They will wake up in a bathtub with ice, covered in ice, and they will be sewn back up. Tell me who got time to do that? Who gave you something strong? How did they know you would be knocked out long enough? What person knew they could knock you out long enough and then knew to put you on ice? Can you imagine waking up and you stitched up and you don't know what happened to you? And you land in a bathtub with ice. College one of the worst place for our kids unless we monitor them. I told them I'm against sending these kids out to any college. Go to school, come home. Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't let one. I know y'all. I know these men. Yeah, they need to go see the world. Mess around and the world gonna be up in their butthole. That's right. There's too much going on. They don't need to go nowhere. Nobody need to be putting no tags on them, drawing on their backs, on their necks, and nothing else. They don't need no earring in their thighs, in their butthole. They don't need none of that stuff. Go to school, come home. You come to get an education, get out of there. College can be good if you use it right. It can be very detrimental if you walk in there stupid and blind. Too many kids get it. Listen, college open up a whole world for kids when they get in there. You know, how many of y'all went to college? There's a whole world open up for you. Man, college changed your thought process. You'll leave home, you're a good Christian. You come there talking about Christian, you're like, we getting ready to pray. They say, why we got to pray for we? You're like, what? I mean, it's many God. Why you man, college hell you out? Because you know what? They open you up and put you around other people, and they infiltrate your thinking. I know y'all don't believe it. Go ahead and see. A lot of kids don't recover. Most kids, they come back full of debt. Debt and bad mistake. Getting drunk, been ran through, messed up, done blowed all your money. All you do, you cut on a college student. You know what's going to fall out? Ramen noodles. College kids ain't got no guts. How y'all went to college? How many y'all ate ramen noodles? Look at them kids. Cut them off. Not one gut gonna fall. Ramen noodle gonna fall on the ground. Chris, you ain't eat them when you went? Oh, he was too good. What you ate? You from Alabama. He from the bad part of it. Nick, I don't blame you for looking at that man there. His story don't make sense, do it. Isn't Mobile better than Birmingham? No, wait here. I mean from Huntsville. Much better. I know, I've been there. I've been to both of them. Chris, I was not impressed with Huntsville. Now, Mobile I was. I ain't messing with none of them women down there either. They wasn't finna put one of them ruts on me. You know, but you listen, I know I go, you can smell the roots in the air. All right, we had to move on. That was just showing through. Don't worry about it. Let's look at this right quick. I'm trying to move on. I apologize for my ranting and raving. It's because I care, though. Yes, sir. I assure y'all I care. This me. It don't bother me to see other races doing well. Why? Why does that hurt me? Why do I not want to see somebody else do? Why? Why somebody got to be beneath me for me to feel better about myself? That's a bad psychosis of this man. He does not want other people to be well and to function well and their homes to be together, because then he will be shown up for the hypocrite he is. What you think when he saw we had family structure? A man, a woman, and kids, a boy and a girl, or two boys, or two girls, or two girls and a boy, or however it was. He saw structure. He saw they looked and they honored their father. They saw a hard-working man. They saw a mother, a role model who know how to cook, and she'll come out there and work beside her husband. Now he broke us up and made us hate each other. He broke our kids hate us. Our kids don't want to be like us. Now I grew up, man, I looked up to my dad. I used to think my dad could be anybody's dad in the world. Man, first thing kids do, soon they come out the womb, pray daddy die. I mean, kids don't care about no daddy. Worst thing about why he got to come home, why he still living. I'm telling you, kids against us now. They programmed to be against us. All right, let's try to move on. I know we're going to look. Let's go ahead and get our base so we can move. Let's see. Listen.
For whatever Nika taught before.
Whatever was written before.
Nika taught for our Lamed.
Why was it written? To what? That's right. Do all the young people agree? What y'all agree with? Now I asked them what they agree with. They tell me, I don't know y'all agree with. I asked y'all agree. You don't agree? Say, well, I don't agree. Do y'all agree? What y'all agree with? The teachers? And the what? That's right. And instruct and show you. Let's see for what happened.
That we, through endurance.
Who I heard that said don't quit? Landon. That's right. That what we gonna call that? What he just said. A martial. What's a martial? Straight to the point. That's right. Be concise. Teach these young people, want y'all to be sharp. Ain't that right? We want y'all to know what you believe. We want y'all to understand what you believe. So when somebody challenges on it, you want to know what it is you standing on. We won't just go along and say, cause somebody told me. What they say, Jesus loved me, this I know, cause the
Bible tells me so.
And who wrote the Bible? The white man. See, we didn't know that. That's how you got Jesus. Jesus non-existent. This is a pig. The man done told you that a pig loves you. No, he should have told you that you love the pig.
Right.
Jesus enslaved you and brought, they taught you a song, isn't that right? And then we say, they are weak, but he is. Why you all got to make a song about you being inferior?
Right.
If he loved me so much, won't he strengthen me?
That's right.
We sung songs that really just pushed up. How many of y'all remember that song? Mm-hmm. Always about you being weak. You're not able to do that, but he is strong. Yeah, we know Elohim is strong. We don't have that strength, but Elohim empowered us to be strong.
That's right. That's right.
You need to know who you serving.
That's right.
These people made a fool out of us. That's right. Come on. And
Nakum.
that's right. We got a reward. We ain't doing it for nothing, anyway. How did these folks know coming on? Muslim, what did you tell you going to get for going to church? Nothing. Should have stopped going. It might sound bad. You know, it was older black people didn't go to church. We didn't know why. They just told us, we always said they were heathens. Mm-hmm. You might have a dad or a grandmom, they didn't go, or a granddad, somebody, you'd be the man, wouldn't go.
Yep.
Whatever everybody just knew. You don't say nothing to them about it. They were just, wherever he was, he don't go. They don't say nothing about it. They don't say nothing about it. They just don't go. And you just be trying to find out. It's just a heathen, I guess. I don't know. Granddad don't go. My granddaddy went, but I remember old people didn't go, and you just watch them kind of funny, like, they don't even go to church. We don't say nothing to them. That's out of respect. And we didn't realize they were smarter than us. Mm-hmm. We were busy trying to figure them out and trying to figure what's going on around, what was sick, what had going. Instead of looking at nigga, we the one was sick.
Yeah.
We were going.
Yeah.
A lot of people gave up. It don't make sense. Why am I going? I ain't getting nothing. At least in the field, they made a day's pay. What were you getting for going to church? Nothing but lies. Mm-hmm. We come here, I need to know this because I'm putting everything I got on what this man said. I'm respecting something. And I wouldn't tell you to serve this man for nothing. It makes no sense. These folk made us buying and struggling and okay, it doesn't make sense. This has a way of thinking. He induced people to say, listen, I'm going to show you your situation. When they was in Mizraim, he allowed them to really envision a situation. This is what I want you to do. Come meet me, and we finna go out for 3 days. Come on where I'm at for 3 days. They go tell me and say, I need to go. For what? I don't know nothing about your religion. You need to be going to work. You start realizing, I didn't realize I couldn't go nowhere, and he'll shoot me down. I thought I had a good idea. The place that he did let you go, you thought was okay, it's because it benefited him. That's right. See, he had to show them, go tell him to let, he told them before he went, they would make a fool out you. Ask him, he ain't gonna do it. Yep. He let you go ahead. Go tell him to let you go, nigga. And when you went, he tell you, no. So I want to show you how he treats you. Yeah. I want to show you you ain't a man. That's right. And you don't have no record. You got to ask him. That's right. See, it took him to show us our condition. You think people, you couldn't just walk there and told them, it don't make sense. I want to show you you can't leave. Yeah. Yeah. Then I'm going to show you, I'm going to make him put you out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make him put you out. I'm going to show him holding you is going to be the worst thing he ever had. If we got to where we need to go, the white man, we wouldn't have to ask to leave. He'd have been got rid of us. But since you got us away and we don't know how to communicate with our Elohim, we study calling Jesus. He's still like, I can't help you. You ain't called my name. You ain't asked for me. You don't even know what it is I desire from you. And if I took you, are you willing to submit to everything I want you to comply with? That's not where I'm going to come get you. Think about it right now. He can't get up right now. We got too many hang-ups. That's the truth. We got too many hang-ups. We're not ready to fully comply with everything this man said. So he's got to show us. They're going to gun you down. They're going to starve you. They're going to disease you. They're going to keep imprisoning you and killing your babies. Then you'll want to go with me. But the first thing he said, I told you. I told you we ain't going to let you go. You need to know that. That's why I keep trying to work with these young people. If I get on you, I say, sit up straight, do certain things, because I want you to formulate a behavior. I want y'all to have a mind. He just said, I want y'all to have a mindset for it. Because you can't do nothing if it ain't in your mind. If you don't, somebody going to change it. Why y'all think every time we got the march, we come home? White people know you ain't going to be out there for so long. Because you know what? You ain't really got a real thought in your mind of why you out there. You just got angry, you got pissed, and you came out there. And you know, when you think about it, man, I should be at home somewhere. Instead of looking at, I won't go home till I start defending. I came out here for a cause. You saw how Dawood went home when his brothers and them talked to him? When he came out to fight, because even when they told him, they said, man, you need to go on home. That man said, that's a reason for me about him. He wasn't going home. He came out to defend what he came for. When we get that mindset, when we understand who we serve, what deity we recognize and what deity recognizes us, then we'll stop letting the man regulate us. Yes, but that's going to come with the learning. Got to learn that. Through patience, which we talked about, which is? That's not quit. You had to think about it and can't mention that way. And a reward. That's the only way I'm going to do it. Of the
Ketubim.
Of the writings might have
Tikva.
That's our chord. Ain't that right? Let's look at something. I'm trying to get through. Sit right quick, Deuteronomy. They call it Deuteronomy, but I really like the Bobby Brown when he had tenderoni. Yes, sir. Ain't that wrong? You can get macaroni, tenderoni. That Deuteronomy, that's that white man. He gonna twist that thing up. See that 16 one. I'm trying to get y'all, try to get finished here and move y'all forward. I had in my mind not to be up here long, but I tell you, I get up, I get aggravated, and I don't know, man. Not that you want to just be quiet, I said, won't you just leave it alone? Other people, they okay, so won't you just let it alone and don't bother it? But I can't do that. Let's see 16. Well, I think I said 16:4. Let me see what one say. Oh, my goodness. Let's go down to 4. See if it's 4 is what I want. All right. That's KJV, indoctrination. And this is the Greek. I need to start at 3? Let's see what 3 say. Okay. Let me see what 2 say. That thing said too much saying. All right, let's see that. This is 2. All right, 16:2. Listen.
Thou shalt therefore zabak the Pasach unto Yahuwah thy Elohim of the flock and the herd, in the Malkum which Yahuwah shall choose to Malkum his Shem there.
Hold on. See, he just told you of the flock, which wouldn't let you know, which wouldn't differentiate. And, you know, the particular animal that he actually gave him, watch the Greeks. Watch the Latin and the Greek. Both of them said sheep and ox, which would be bakar for the olive. This is what we were supposed to say. That's important for us to pay attention. We know the substitute we can have for the sheep could be the who? The goat, which will tell us what about the goat? He was similar. They look similar. They got sheep. Basha, show them what Jacob's sheep look like. Let y'all see what Jacob's sheep look like versus the one you see. See? They'll tell you it's a ram. Y'all see this? These are sheep. Y'all see what these sheep got? That's why you can take a sheep or a goat. They were similar. Remember when he found the ram they want to call the sheep, that sheep was caught in the thickets by his horns. One of the horns that we use for in the calling of our assemblies, it comes from the sheep. It's a ram's horn that they're called. Sheep have horns. He fakes us out and give you a passive sheep and then tell you what? You're a sheep. You passive. He don't want you. This sheep had something. He was armed with something. Hello? I'm just telling you. It just gives you a different idea from how he gets. I know the nature of a sheep is to depend on his shepherd, but let's just be practical. It come down to it. He can fight. He can defend to a degree, can he? Would he have this and he can't defend? He got this and he's not supposed to use them? Okay. We can move. Growing up in America, they never showed me that sheep. Every sheep I showed, they showed me mirror sheep. It was a little lamb, and his feet were white as snow. I didn't know they were saying no fleece, and I'm not going to change now. I'm too old. I sung here, feet was white as snow. What other color they going to be? They ain't even showing no black sheep. Whenever they used the terminology black sheep, that was somewhat isolated. That was, you get real outcast. Yeah, just a minute dog sheep. That man sat here and bleached every sheep he can find to make it look like everything refer over to him. Ain't no white man got no hair like no sheep. Right. That's a coarse hair. Yes, but yet we still gonna go in here and act like the man make the sheep got hair like Lassie. No, good and doing well, a sheep ain't no collie. Right. But that's what they do to us when we don't know no better. When nobody instructs us and teaches us, we don't know any better. Don't y'all know, even with imagery that they give us, it has an ideology with the way you think? Showing you white. Growing up, how many of y'all growing up, you ain't see no black sheep? I'm talking on TV. They ain't never showing I ain't never seen a brown sheep on TV. Always them sheep were white. Everything referred, because the whole thing was to get you to look at things in a certain way. Okay. And thou shalt zabak, which is actually to slaughter. It's to slaughter. Y'all know that? That's what we want you to do. You were supposed to slaughter that sheep. Passover, Pasach, to who? Who Elohim? Right. That's just like putting, so you will understand that would be just like putting apostrophe S on it, which you use in English for ownership. See, the reason you have to say it, just say, and thou shalt sacrifice to Yahuwah, and keep going. But the fact that you say he was my Elohim, then that shows me that we have a connection. See, that's something we never got. That's why a lot of people broke away from religion. Because, let's be honest, where do you fit? Hey, the ladies going to get ready. They're going to a bra sale. How many brothers going? Why not? Where did I fit in this? None of this pertains. Some of you guys say, I'm going. I knew it. You freak. But I'm using this as I said, what I'm like, wow, that's the best thing to get. But typically you're looking at because it has no association with you. This isn't something you use, nor is this something that references to you, okay? So now when they gave us salvation plan and white Jesus and how they gave us the whole scripting of the thing, we really didn't see our connection. We basically just fabricated our connection to it. That thing never had no connection to us. You know good and well it didn't. That's true. And I know they're going to say, well, how can white people, Asian people see it when you saying it's black? Our whole thing didn't just come down to color. Our book even came around and said to anybody that would acknowledge him, he would accept. It came down to anybody that would accept, anybody that would acknowledge him. That's what it came down to. Let's see what the hold you got right quick. Pick me up at 9 and 4. See if that 9 and 4. 9, let me see, 9, 4, 7, Yehukanan. I'm going to come back right here. Y'all don't worry about it. Y'all ain't got to come in tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Y'all come in and eat. You better not go to sleep either. Make it 9:30, 9:31. Let's see what this thing. Let's see who this excludes. How about that? Color worked at first for us because we need to find association. We found out that he was of color. He was a man of so-called color. That helped us because we really didn't have no connection with him as a white man. The only reason we have a connection with a white man because it really didn't in a line for us. It really, everything came to us, it came in a more of a slavery type detail to us. You know good well you couldn't see your nigger black skin up there with all them white folk. Oh, black monkey hanging around out swinging on that gate. How they had you feeling? Nigga standing all them white folk, them pretty white robe and long pretty hair, and you said your nappy head, your black face, you like a spot on a white shirt.
That's right.
That's how they made us feel. They're being honest. But we accepted it. We're the only people. We're the only people. Listen, nigga went to, did you ever try Buddhism? You ever look into Buddhism? Okay. Man, I was in Japan, they ain't looking at me. What was you doing over there? Guy stuck his head in the door. But y'all know what? But I remember plenty of people went to Buddhism. They went to Hinduism. They went to, to everything. Anything we can find. All we've been finding for a connection.
Yep.
People, we always been trying to find a connection. People say, you know what, you keep, because we've been trying to find where do we fit.
That's right.
People just been forcing us, but we basically been herded into religion. We hadn't had the opportunity to sit down, question, look at, examine, consider. What am I getting? What you look like asking him for something? He did everything. All I'm asking, if you're looking for me to do something, I'm looking for something in return. It's not even good business for me to sit and serve for nothing. You shouldn't ask him for nothing. That don't make sense. The man said, if I ask you anything in his name, he'll give me. Guess what happened? Nigga ain't never asked for nothing worth nothing. Nigga ain't asked to be saved in the sense of understanding to be delivered from every situation. You just look at, just deliver my soul. You know what vexed my soul? The situation around me. Okay? So how you going to deliver my soul and leave me in a situation that vexed me? What's going to happen to my soul? My soul going to stay vexed. Guess what's going to happen to my salvation? It's going to wax old, going to wax thin. Why you think he delivered Luke from Sodom and Gomorrah? He said vexed his nefas. How often?
Yeah, daily.
As long as you saved, though, right? As long as he saved, what difference that make? He had to get him out of that situation. See, this is the problem they got. Stay saved in a situation. You can't be saved in no inner situation. See, that's part of that bad psycho. If that's the case, you shouldn't have destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. You could have left Sodom. You could have left him now. But the book declared in the book of Col, it vexed his soul every day. Say his soul was Sadiq. It was righteous. Say every day it vexed him. So it's just a matter of time for you give up. Don't y'all know if you keep staying here too long and you don't get something to come in and really designate you, to really prepare you, to set you up and get you into a different direction, folks, you'll give up. Don't let anybody make no fool out of you. You can take all the book you want to. People before you had it. They had the original writing, they gave up. Tell me about that new stuff you got, nigga. What you gonna do with all them folk came out with Musa? Who didn't have, let me see, the Greek version? Who didn't have the Latin version? Who didn't have the Greek vowel points? How they give up? Took too long to get to where they were going. I just come out of 400-something, 30 years of oppression. 430 years. How long you think I got to play around with you to get to where I'm going? How long you think I got to play around with you? 430 years I've been in slavery. My people. That's all I ever known. I come here, I ain't got time. I'll give up and I'll quit. If I don't get something to strengthen me, if I don't get something and I can get a connection to it, I'm going to quit, folks. This is normal. This is natural. Stop letting people make a fool out of you. Why the man going to tell me that he got to give me the coon, which is a consolation? Because he know if I don't get nothing out, I'm going to quit. These churches are designed to make you quit. They're not teaching our people how to, all they're trying to give you is just some monetary stuff to go give right back to the master. And the people don't ever get empowered. The preacher does. Don't let nobody make no fool out of you. I want you to know why you're doing what you're doing. That's right. All right, let's see what he told you here. This is 9 and 31 of Yahushua they called John. Listen to the book.
Now we know the Elohim.
Now we figuring?
No.
I kind of got idea.
No.
We're just being speculative.
Now we know.
What is no?
For sure.
That's all right. What we know.
That Elohim Shama not Kataim.
Doth not hear Kataim sinners. Doth not hear sinners. Doth not hear sinners. But
if any ish,
if the Yehudi,
any ish,
if Yasharal,
any ish,
but if a man
be a shakah of Elohim,
what did he do?
And doth his will,
tell me what he do.
Him he shama.
That's all I go with. He should have told us that. That if a man, it don't make no, if a man serve him, if a man do what he required him to do, he said, I'll hear you.
Yes, sir.
I'll hear you. I don't put it on my color. I know people, originally people tried to get us to there. I got the attachment and understanding what people of color. I done got past that. If that's all you're going to use, that ain't enough. There's niggas everywhere. You can't connect all these folks to him. And that man said, we got to serve him. And there's people from other GUI, other nation, they'll serve him. Y'all know that? Shaul declared it. I think that's 26. What's the last book of the book of, no, 26, 27? 27th chapter book of Acts of the Apostle? Acts of the Charlotte King. Is 27 the last one? 28. Let me see that what I want right quick. Acts of the Charlotte King. Let's see what Shaul said. They call him Paul. Only Paul I know is my son. And I ain't had nothing to do with it, mama. Not like that. Can't them men be clapping, boy. Let's see what he told her. This for everybody here too. Y'all make no mistake. Now this thing is going out now. This is what he told them. James on the side. This is the Greek, Latin Vulgate. Listen.
Be it known, therefore, unto you.
That means this something he said, be ye therefore ignorant.
Be it known, therefore, unto you.
He don't want you to be ignorant about this. Then what happened, Lee?
That the Yeshua of Elohim is Shalak unto the Goyim.
Listen, unto the other nations. See, they told her the Gentile was sinners. Gentile was basically a Gui was other nations he was talking about. It's been sent to other nations. And listen what he told you.
And that they will shama it.
They can't be saved. They're just going to hear it. These Hebrew Israelite teaching, and the reason people teach it because people get so angry. I understand. When you get angry, you get so blindsided. Sometimes you come and sin. So your senses go to believing everybody going to be saved, going to be black, which makes absolutely no sense. He's not looking for a colored people. He's looking for a heart. He's looking for a people that's got a heart, that's got a mind to do. Y'all got it? And I don't know why these people don't believe. We're going to have to fight our way out of this place. These people not going to let us go with no conversation. I wouldn't tell you that lie. That we're going to have a conversation. We're going to come up with a business plan with structure, and we're going to go and present it to the white man because we're not going to ask him. We're going to tell him, and he's just going to let us go. He's going to do just like Pharaoh. He's going to pursue us. But you got to be willing to stand for what it is you believe.
Yes, sir.
I know what you're thinking. Nobody don't want to die. How many of y'all just want to die? My hand didn't go up either. But let's just be honest. Living the way we living is just like already being dead. Just knowing that you sitting around waiting on somebody to come and pick you. Like y'all saw now went in there and picked the sheep, we picked the goat. Can you imagine? That's basically us. You just in the gate waiting to pick somebody and say, that one. All of them running, they saw over herd, they will run up that way, they get together, they'll run all over there, and you don't know who they're going to pick. And they know, guess what they knew when they get picked? I know they're bad. Y'all saw that goat was struggling? I kind of feel bad for him. I said, but I am hungry. I ain't lying. I said, I kind of feel bad for you, bro. I am hungry, and you look good, too. I want to tell them, nigga ain't gay. You look good. I want to eat you. Isn't that right? You got to let them know, I ain't gay. You look good. That's why I picked you. And just knowing how many of us get picked the same way and get drugged. Get pulled in, and that thing know your life stripped from you. Because you know what? When they cage you up like that, you don't have no power. Yahuwah came to give up power. That's what he said. He said, and you shall receive power, authority. That's all we need. See, you think it's just power, just strength to break. First of all, what you need is authority. Y'all got it. They give you the right. Y'all give me the thought. You know what they call the police? Why they can come and arrest you? They can do certain stuff. I can tell you, you just walk. I said, man, stop. You keep walking. I said, man, hold on. I said, you say, hold on, bro. I said, man, I'm the authority. I'm the police. You don't keep walking out. I have authority to just grab you and stop you and walking. What were you doing? You were bothering? See, you minding your own business. That's what they do. Yahuwah said, I want to give you authority where you can break stronghold like that. See, you need authority where your authority override other people's authority that come against you to try to help you from doing what he told you to do. What's wrong with us having the right to just live and just be a free people? Just to serve him. Anybody that got a mind that want to serve him. All right, that's just me. Maybe it's just me. The man I told you, be it known therefore to you, that this Yeshua, this salvation of Elohim is sent to the Goyim, and they will hear it. Why do you think he sent it to them? So what it was? Tell them folk louder, son. That's why they got it, because we rejected it. Make no mistake, it had to happen that way, though. Make no mistake, it's good we understand the plot. See, a lot of times people watch stuff, you got to understand the plot. That's the only way other people could get in. But let's think about this. Let's think about that. It works in two-way favor. Let's say you ain't who you've been telling people you are. Because you've been saying you, what that is, y'all, YTG? Yahudim. What if you come out from another Goyim? What if you came out from Asu? He was not taking Asu. He was not taking Asu. They called Esau. He agreed. Listen, he said, man, Sodom with tears. He said, I'm not taking him. What if he was of the Adum, which is close to Adom because he was a red man, and you was of his lineage? He said you're not getting it. What control you got of that? Absolutely none. That's why I appreciate him. That's why we appreciate the fact that he gave blindness on our people, that we reject them, because some of us wouldn't have got in. This opportunity we got, it had to happen that way. See, white people do stuff and think it happen. They try to think that they plot something for people good. It's only for their own good. Elohim meant all this for our too. Just like Joseph told us. When he was took and he was put in prison, when he got up, he became a liberator for us. See, you know what happened to our black people from Clarence Thomas, Colin Powell, all these people they forget to liberate their own. Yep. See, when you know they say, soon as a nigga get a position, nigga forget all about it. He forget about his album them. Listen, he got with Pharaoh said, man, bring all of them him. Yep. Tell them to leave that stuff they got. I'm giving them all new stuff when they get him. That's what's good to know about Yahuwah when I get with him. Y'all got to tell him, listen, man gonna tell me to leave what I got. You got to give me something. Y'all know them people had to leave what they had. So let me tell you what happened with this, and this is what happened with us, okay? It's really hard to fathom giving up what we got till we see better. Now, Yahushua met a young man, and the young man want to know what did he lack since he had been keeping all of them all. He said, sell what you got, and you're going to have treasures in Shamayim. What's in Shamayim? So I ain't going to be able to get that till I get down. I got this now. He walked away sorrowful. Okay, look, that it's not a good business deal to let go of what I see now based off something I don't see for later. Hello? But there's some people that already had set a standard before he had come. When you called them, they left everything they had and came to Mizraim and hadn't seen nothing. Where our king, his Benin had been there, they had put eyes on the plate to be able to tell him about it. But he told them, leave your stuff there and come here. So you'll get all new stuff when you get him. And I want to tell you that that's the only way it makes sense for us to endeavor into this, what we're doing. Endeavor means to attempt. That's all endeavor is, attempt. We're attempting to try to obtain salvation. It doesn't make sense unless we can find the benefits in it. Y'all that's got to be a benefit. I ain't talking about just something just on the inside. Now, I got to be able to see a discipline. I got to have something to hold to. When tribulation, persecution comes, I need something I can hold to know that this is stability what I'm doing. A lot of times people holding on to stuff just based off of what they think in their mind, and you hadn't had a taste or opportunity to even see. Don't you know your book even told you the old taste and see? I got to be able to ingest something. I got to receive something. I got to see something. See, the way they told her, I don't need to see nothing. I ain't got to read. As long as he said it, I don't operate like that. That makes absolutely no sense. That man came down. You know we weren't going out Mizraim until we see that man do some work. That man said, listen, I want you first to try to get released. You go. Ray, I want you to go just let you go. He said, man, you better get out of my face. I ain't letting you go nowhere. When I get through, he's going to thrust you out. That's right. I'm going to make him put you out. That's how he wants to show. He said, I'm going to let you try it, Joe. I'm going to show you that you ain't a man. I'm going to show you this man don't respect you or what you believe. We told him, we're trying to go do a three, muhar to Elohim. He said, man, I don't know nothing about that junk. Get your behind back to work, nigga. He said, what happened? You know who away? What happened? Moshe away. Well, he said, he ain't going to let her go. I'm so surprised. I said, knew he was going to let you go. I had tables set up and everything. I knew he wasn't going to let you go. Every time you go, I want to show you, you ain't going to never be a man. You ain't going to never be nothing till you get away from this man. That's just being honest. You ain't going to never be, listen, if you're waiting to be on a Supreme Court judge for you to be a woman and that's your liberation, come on. Them folks had that stuff established over 200 years. You just getting out? Nigga, what change you finna make? Ain't even enough for you. Nigga still, you celebrate, you been on here for 200-something years that you just getting that seat. You just one of them, and you think, why you think they got 9? One don't make a difference. My poor people so dumb. Go get your stamp, put on a stamp, put up for February. You ain't gonna be in no better condition. These people don't care about us. You have to start caring for yourself. You have to start seeing the value in yourself. You have to stop letting other people value you. That's been our biggest hurt. All right. All right, let's go back over to 16th chapter of the book of All Our Hadabarim. I sorry. I think y'all understand me better when I'm dead. Right now it's hard to understand me. You know, I like to just come in here and just teach and do what I put and just leave. But I just feel like I'll leave you void of something if I don't make you think. I would do you a disservice if I don't challenge you to look at your situation while you're looking at their book so you can see the need of what you're actually representing. What happened to these people? The people that first did it left. When you get through, why you still going to be here? They left. They were to tell their children on what happened when they done this. That this was Yahuwah Pasach and that Yahuwah brought them out. He ain't crying. You know what, Josh? What Josh said? Greek, you out there? I want to apologize. You told it. Yahuwah that came to get her. These niggas were bragging about the Fred wheel in the airport. That's what you did. He called. That's when I said that's how we two had. We got too much going on. Finna get SBA loan. Finna get all the stuff. We fell asleep. I'm just being honest. We fell asleep. We saw opportunity. We saw, man, maybe our chance coming. White man gave you saying he gonna come back. You know how many black folks ain't gonna be able to pay their money back? Why y'all think he keep extending payment?
That's right.
Cause he getting white people a chance to get their money. He know they niggas say, you know what I'm hoping? They just let it go. You think these crackers gave you some money, they finna let go? They gonna use that. They gonna come back. It'll be the worst thing y'all seen.
Yep.
See, he know every black person ain't gonna sell drugs. Every black person ain't gonna rob and steal. But you know what? They will take them along with low interest rate, with low payment. And they'll F it up. And when I come back to get them, we gonna have paperwork that said we finna implement this law that while we gave you this money, you can't pay it, you gotta go to prison. That's what it's gonna take for black people to find a stamp and realize this man duped you. He duped you. He gave it to you. He knew you didn't have no information to know what to do when you got that money. He knew you were going to go and you're going to want to live, you're going to want to play, you're going to do stuff you never consider. Time come right back around and be smart. But I'm here for you. I'm just telling you, I know what everybody like. He tried to help you. He wasn't trying to help you. He knew he was trapping you. That's how they listen. The man set a trap out. Now all them good, clean white people, they going to keep their money. They're going to learn how to fold and get out of it, and niggas going to be stuck with that debt. 30 years? 30 years. You'll be dead. So who going to get that debt? Who gonna get that debt if you be dead in 30 years before you pay it off? How many of y'all you want to leave your kids your house and stuff like that? You don't pay that loan back, that house going to the government. Now think about this. Now you tell me, I'm telling you, smart playing Boston. Let's say, hypothetically, I give you $250,000. Pay back 30 years. How about $1,500 a month? That ain't no stress, is it? You got to do it for 30 years. What's going to happen in 30 years? He ain't going to get sick. He ain't going to miss a step. Ain't nothing going to happen. He can't die in 30 years. How much that loan still out there? Got a house? Got a car? Got a bank account? How about we seize them for our money? Now I just killed a whole family. Why kill one bird? I just took out a whole family. See, they already know that niggas have been plotting on, I say plotting for them, try to set ourselves up where we can set another generation without debt. Now, their goal is you keep them in debt. And you put more pressure debt on them. So guess what? Look, y'all see how we don't have goods now? Because too many folks got money and stop working. They need workers. They don't need people with money. They need workers. So what they'll do is set you up and give you some and come right back and snatch it back from you. Now, instead of just giving you to one person, now make the kids suffer too. Now they back in the whole struggling. They go college dream, what other future dream they had, a home on their businesses, strip them of everything. Y'all think these people never gave us something been good for us? It's always another string attached. Y'all know how many people that went through that money? They don't understand you gone all the way now back next year to pay. Now they say, whoo, more time to play. No, I intend to catch what I catch. Then I'm going to come back and say, the day-to-day. The day-to-day, and we slap more interest on it. Now your payment even changed. You had $1,500, don't jump to $3,000. What? Well, you're supposed to make interest payments We told you to make them because we were studying going on inches while we held you out this long. So we were just tricking you up. Now you want to blow your brains out. There's going to be another problem. We're going to take it out on your kids. That's why when y'all come, y'all need to be educated. Why, Creflo, why the other people ain't educating these people? When you start seeing how these people really setting us up for, that's why when you getting taught the book, you got to learn how to strategize. Somebody working you. Don't y'all know these white folk working you? Y'all ain't got to go ahead. That's why you're in the condition you're in, because you don't think. They want you to put it all on Jesus. Don't worry about putting the hands of the Lord. Did the Lord do this? This is what happened, and he told you. You know how he say destroy my people? So you didn't know this. Yeah, you destroyed. He said, that's how I'm going to take them down, because I'm going to constantly look like I'm giving them deals when I'm actually agitating to set them up to take them down. So we got to educate ourselves. Like looking at this, I want to go back to now looking at how did those people leave when they got finished? When I get through, we going home. Going back to slave quarters. That's what they did. They were slave men and band, playing and singing and banjo and beating and boom, 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 stopping on that and get through. All right, master, time to get back to work. Just come out of heaven. Man got the Holy Ghost. Man feeling good. Won't he do it? Nigga put you right back to work. How a man make you go right back to work, you just got the Holy Ghost? Man don't respect the Holy Ghost? How important the Holy Ghost was, though, we heard before had the Holy Ghost. Why you looked at people had the Holy Ghost? They said, they got the Holy Ghost. You said, but they got it. They got the Holy Ghost. You got to go. All right, niggas, get back with the Holy Ghost? The Holy Ghost don't get you no time off? All right. Let me try to get through. I apologize. All right, we talked about this. All right. Sheep, bakar, in the where?
Malkum,
Which?
Yahuwah shall choose to have his Shem Kara upon it.
Oh, that's important to us too, ain't it? Slide down again to 1. Let's see what he told her to do. Listen.
Observe the Yarek of Abib and keep the Pasach.
See what he put right here? Look what he put. Look what he put. What he put? Corn. Hands beside my pastor. Why he used corn? Hands. Hands. Tell me, you raise your hand, pastor. What you heard? He said, why did he do like that? Tell him why he used corn. It actually meant because of the grain. They actually like the grain. It's kind of like corn. You look at how it grow up, it go. That's why he used corn, because of grain. See, but this is the thing. It ain't don't think it's your problem. Please don't think you did that wrong. How would you know what he was thinking when he wrote? Let me ask you a question. Why would you know what he was thinking when he wrote? Now, he left a nigga thinking that Yahushua went through the field on Shabbat plucking what? He was pulling wheat. He was pulling wheat. They were eating grains. Y'all nigga eat cereal. You ain't gonna believe what they call one of them whole grain. The man was eating grain, but if he taught you corn, now you'll go preaching and you walk down the street and popcorn. What? This was what Jesus ate. He laughs at you because he know you don't know. Your oppressor knows what he did. Look, he even put it in brackets here. He knows what he's doing. They know what they're pushing on. They know good well, man. How you gonna grow corn in the Middle East? That's stupid. You remember how much corn you remember they plucking? Hey, you remember walking through that at QT plucking corn? Hey, it was all the corn he had. He kept in his shoes on his big toe. I like that too. But see, again, what people say, they ain't important to me, I don't care. It should be important, because why would he change it? Just leave it what it is. He changed all these things because there is an importance, there is a significance. Okay. Come on.
To keep Pasach unto Yahuwah the Elohim, for in the Yarek of
Hold on, I
Abib.
missed that. He said, and thou shalt zabak the Passover to the Yahuwah thy Elohim.
Brought I think this one reads a little different.
Okay. Okay. See, he put, look what he told you. Because in the month of, that's right, the new week, what happened? Come on.
Yahuwah the Elohim brought thee forth out of Mizraim by Layla.
Yeah, he put Layla. Everybody put Layla by night. Okay. 2. He's letting you know, if you pay attention, one was giving you the rationality of why you were supposed to do it. But come back to 1 again. Observe. Pay attention to the Yarek. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
That was of the new week. And thou shalt zabak, which is the slaughter of the Passover to the Yahuwah, thy Elohim, belong to us. That's why your rationale, why? Because he's yours. This is something of his. He belongs to you. You heard somebody sometime come out and introduce somebody. They said, I want you to meet him in this area right here, a friend of mine. You said, what? A friend of yours, a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? Any friend of yours, that's what I think about you. So Yahuwah said, since he's mine, if this is something he want me to do to him, I mean, it's a done deal. That's our connection. This is something that belongs to you. I belong to you. You belong to me. Then surely something I'll keep. Now, he want me to know when. And then he give me the rationality of why. Because, this is my reasoning, in the Yarek of the new corn, new wheat, thou camest out of Mizraim by Layla. That's why we come back and symbolize it at Layla. Because that's when we came out. All this symbolic. You know what? He surely won't have me practicing this every Shana year at the same time at Layla, and he gonna leave me here. This is what we're going to call a dress rehearsal.
Right, right.
Why would you have me to observe it the same time and tell me the rationale to it, and I'm going to be where possibly when I'm doing this? Captivity? What would I be desiring? Liberation. Told you guys. Pick me up right quick. Say that 5:1 of the book of Galatians. Y'all need to hear this. Listen.
Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty.
Stop. Freedom. That's why they tell them they pledge allegiance. And liberty, freedom, and justice for whites. What did you hear? Nigga, your name ain't all. You know good and well who liberty is. And justice? How you even recite that? What liberty a nigga got? What liberty you got? Yeah, he's telling me to stand fast, therefore, in the liberty. How did this work?
Wherewith Mashiach hath made us free.
Let me ask y'all a question. When we came out Mizraim, it was because we took the lamb. You ain't gonna believe it. That lamb would be similar to the anointed one, the Mashiach. That's the one that was chosen. And by that is what we use, and that brought in our liberation. That dawn brought in our liberation. Now he's telling me to stand fast, therefore, in the liberty and the freedoms wherewith the Mashiach has made us, and not just me,
Free.
and be not
Entangled again with the
How did
yoke
I get
of bondage.
myself in that situation? How did I get myself duped in that situation? Huh? This is the problem I got with us, and you should have it yourself. Once you fall in a hole, you kind of get yourself to looking at either I didn't pay attention or I ignored. That's how I got myself in that situation. I went against my better judgment. That's how I got myself in that situation. When I recognized that and the situation is pressed upon me for a longest period of time, say for a few hundred years, I assure you, my guy, this won't happen again. When we get this information down pat that we start to walk thereby, don't go get yourself back in that same situation. Because he's telling you now that once you've been made free, don't get yourself entangled again with the yoke of bondage. That's slavery. That's what we was in Mizraim. See, when we saw Yahushua, we only saw him because he was the similitude of Yahuwah. Yahuwah came and delivered us from the house of bondage. which is actually the house of slavery. That's what it was. We were slaves. I delivered you from out of the house of slaves. And now look at where we at. The people that heard it before us didn't pay attention because they were told to not be entangled again. That's right. Don't get yourself wrapped up with that group again. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. These kids have no idea how far they are from freedom because we're lazy. Because we're accepting of it. We feel like they give you just a little bit more. So you know the house nigga thought he was better than the nigga in the field. He didn't realize he was on the same plantation.
Yep, that's right.
He really didn't realize. These house niggas have hurt us.
Yep.
Because they have bought into the South Coast. They're in a better situation with these people. They'll come out fighting and railing for these people. You ain't in no better situation now.
Right.
You still a slave.
Still a slave.
And when something happens, he going to turn on you.
Yep.
That's what he does. He's never kept a deal with anybody. Everybody, he had a deal with Gaddafi. He broke it. Ronald Reagan. Most of y'all too young to know about what happened to him. Gaddafi was on payroll with the United States. Yeah. He pissed off Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan sent a ship through there. He stopped that ship and wanted to check it. It had been a merchant ship. He didn't believe it. Reagan told him he got that ship, he gonna make Libya a parking lot. Needless to tell you, he left the ship. Any white boy that make a deal with them, any one of them saying nigga make a deal with them, they're going to burn you. They always burn them. It's never an opportunity chance they're not going to burn you. You got riches, you got gold, you got anything they got, they're going to oppress you. They're going to demonize you. They're going to call you out and make other nations hate you and put sanctions against you till they dry you out, till your own people kill you. That's his MO. That's how he make us do it to each other. He starves you out. He'll put so much pressure on you, your own people got to kill you. Them and Iran been friends till they turn. Carter gave Iran them tanks and other things. They don't tell you about Iran, turn on them. Iran did just like what the other ones do when they get smart. These crackers set me up to kill me. I better fight back first and break away from them. You see, he just told him he's going to take them out the terrorist watch list, didn't he? Who controlled that? Why, did anybody talk to him about taking them off? Nope. How he get to do it? Let me tell you, did Russia say they won't take them off? Russia with their friend couldn't take them off. How much power white folk got? When the white man tell you, I'm going to take you off the terrorist list, you will no longer be known or viewed as a terrorist. So how you make me change how I look at them? Because white people control your vision, nigga. White folk control how you think. White people got paperwork say I make you one, I unmake you one. They don't remember how many times they tore up Ms. Raheem. This in y'all lifetime. What's his name? Mosbach, some guy they had, he was over there in Ms. Raheem, and he ran his mouth, and they got him out of there. What's his name? Mossadegh? What's it on? He's old. They brought him and rolled him right back in there. What's his name? That's Mubarak. I can't remember how to pronounce that. Mubarak used to be the president of Ms. Raheem. They don't even remember it either. This ain't no 100,000 years ago. You know what he did? Thought he could run his mouth to them crackers. They got him right up out that seat. You know who they put in out? The Muslim Brotherhood. Yeah. You ain't gonna believe the Muslim Brotherhood are terrorists. By the United States, they are terrorists. United States made them rulers over it. Guess what happened? Ran their mouth, got them out there. That's how you got that boy her named Sissy. He said CC, I said Sissy. Because a real man, you should be smart enough to realize they just kicked two more of them out there before you got it. That's what they do. Whenever they get tired of you, you out of him. You ain't nothing. Listen, y'all ain't gonna never be nothing. You take this cup and take this bread until you get yourself liberated and realize how much you need this man. That's right. You need him. That's right. All we've been doing is just sitting around eating and drinking. People don't look at the premise. He told them why I want you to observe it. Because this is when you came out. I need you to have a mind to be ready to go when I tell you it's time to go. That's right. That's why we're here. Why you got me, think about it. Why would he have me reenact this area if we're not going to do it? Why y'all think them white folk keep running around saying, let me see, y'all probably never heard it before. The South going to die up. Do what? Rise again, boy. Do y'all know these white folk reenact all them shootings and all the war back in the same places? Every year, they go back and reenact it. And guess who wins on their end? The South. Why you think they keep practicing it? Them white boys keep that Dixie flag on their car. I don't care who come back and try to change the flag. They come right back and they're going to put it back because they're putting an enactment because they know we're going to do it again. The nigga sleep. That's why, listen, that's why it ain't going to happen. We sleep. We too comfortable with these people, and we done. Do you understand y'all target practice? You victims. Okay. Let's go back over to 16 chapters. I can't help everybody. 16 chapter. We should have been through this. Let's say 3 now. All right, listen.
Thou shalt eat no leaven lakam with it. Shabai yamim shalt thou eat. Masut lakam therewith, even the lakam of affliction. For thou camest forth out of the arats of Mizraim in haste.
Y'all hear that? Hold on, he said what now? Unleavened bread, that they're called lakam, with it. Bread of affliction. Because ye
came forth out of Mizraim in haste.
So I guess Chris quit reading it.
Yes, sir.
No, that's right. When he got it, that's right, because you came out. That's right. You had to come out in a hurry.
Yes, sir.
Listen, why else though, Chris?
That thou mayest remember the Zakar, the
We
Yom.
don't want to ever remember. You want to mark as to remember.
Yes, sir.
That's why we had to pay attention. Let's be honest. When last time y'all look? How many of y'all look up regularly and check the Yahweh? Not enough of us. Not enough of us. He got us. Let me tell y'all something. Man, we so burnt out. We're so tired. We're just trying to get done. We're trying to get in the bed so we can get up in the morning. We have no idea what's going on around us. Those people were the mark as to remember. See, if we were watching like we need to watch and stop letting other people give it to us, you'll already see it approaching.
Yeah, that's right.
See, these are some things. This ain't no white man. I walk in here and see the full moon. I'm telling white man tell me that's really half a moon. That's the complete fullness of it.
That's right.
It's certain things he gave us so you don't have to wait for somebody to verify everything for you. People wonder how y'all know y'all right. We can count from the time that we said it's a new one, which it starts over, Kadash, then we can count to see by the time we get to the end of 14, it should be at its full. And that's the same thing we learned about Yahushua, that when the fullness of time was come, we start basing that thing off of the full moon. Just like when a woman, when she get the full completion, what happens? And when that belly get completely round, doesn't it? When it get to the fullness, what happens? Just like it did with him, guess what? Delivers, am I correct? You ain't gonna believe it. Yahuwah delivered us.
Yeah.
When it was full. You see how we was able to put those together? A woman's stomach fully round. The Yarik was fully round.
Yes, sir.
Guess what happened? He delivered.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know what? The same thing you had a woman have a baby, guess what come out? Blood.
Yeah.
Ain't that right? Dom. And Ma'im come out, doesn't it? Same thing we put him up on the two because we understood he was delivering. Don't y'all know when a woman delivers the baby, that baby gets to a stress point, it got to get out. That baby can no longer stand any longer. Don't you know they'll tell you if it's a detriment? These women know it's a detriment that baby missed that time if it's staying after that time. Am I correct? It's got to come out. Yahuwah said it got to come out. I told Abraham that in their fourth Tuledah, in 400 years, he said I was going to deliver them. They fullness of time had come. That's how important it is for us to understand time, to realize our fullness is coming, just like we watching the Yarik.
Yes, sir.
But see, the way we've been taking this thing on, we just been taking and doing it, get through, go home so we can relax, do what we're going to do. Don't folk didn't relax. He said, you're doing this in haste. You got to go. As soon as you get through. Who else were they emulating? Tell them louder. Tell them why Luke. That's exactly right. They tell me he had to go. They put hands on him. Said, you got to go now. Your fullness is here. You got to go now. And that's the same thing happened with us. When Yahushua saw Yahushua and he's asking him, he was going to immerse it. He said, I can't do it. You know what he told him?
Suffer to be so now.
We got to do it now. You know the problem with us? Pray on it, wait on it, see how he answers, wait on it whenever it comes, because we don't know time and season. And that's going to be one of the things that hurt us. That's what hurt us now. We can't keep having it. Y'all know what? I feel like I'm on an island by myself. I really do, because I'm so frustrated being here with these people. I'm so frustrated. No, nobody ain't bothering me, messing with me. We know what I realize about it. I already know we're going to bump heads. You know, y'all done had one thing with somebody you said, I already know I'm going to bump heads with you. It ain't going to be good. We're not going to have a good meaning about this whole thing. So it's like, I want to be done with you because it ain't going to work the way you're thinking. You know, it's bad. Why you will leave yourself in a situation where it's just a matter of time we're going to conflict. It's going to go bad. Why are we wait for stuff like that when we should have all met a long time ago? This stuff should have been squashed. We've been here long now. Ain't no way in the world we should be worried about no foolishness like that. Illegal immigrant get better respect than we get. Break in the country, steal you in the country. Separate them from their family. What, 20 days, 30 days? $450,000, $500,000. How long we been separated from our kids, our wives? How long kids done been without seeing their father? You gave some people that came illegally had some rights to get $400,000 and $500,000 because they were separated from their kids. They don't see them as a detriment. See, you with your kids, you with your wife, you in your home put together, that's a detriment to him. That whole image he been trying to portray is torn down. He know he learned how a family structure go from watching. Now, he couldn't have got it from himself. They had to watch it from us. But see, one people done stole our routine, stole our information, just like they do them National Geographic. I don't even look at it. If I see a white man narrating, tell me they say, just cut it off. I already know what happened. They finna do. They don't show the effects on them people. Listen, I don't watch stuff on them folks. They don't show them. Listen, do y'all know those people don't even brush their teeth? Had all 32. They start eating the white folks. Listen, all their teeth rotted in their mouth. They purposely gave, because they looked to try to figure, how are these people keeping 32 teeth in their mouth and not brush them? They take they take the stick that you can brush, and listen, more healthier for your gum and keep your teeth. They gave them their stuff. All their teeth rotted out their mouth. That's what he do to you. When he see you, if he see you as a speck, go run real fast. That nigga finna study you. Show me again how you do that. Once he get your technique, he gonna cut your legs off. Yep. You're a specimen. You can't win. Once you pop up here and you start figuring something, that way, show me that again how you do that. See, what I do, Mr. White Man, I go here, sir, and I do that. He said, show me again, nigga. And I, bow, blow that nigga. Then he said, I'm going to show everybody in the world how I do this because only we can do it, white people. And we be saying, stole it from you, then he killed you. How many times we done seen that? Hey, guess what? We study and ran back here and show me everything we know.
Yeah.
Every time we show them everything we know now, it hurt us. Okay. So listen, when I'm gone, he gonna slaughter you. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all be hollering, crying. I'm gonna be in my casket by myself, duct tape on my booty, cause I know some sisters could be trying to look. I want that duct tape stick together hard and then super glue it. I'm gonna trust this nigga on my body. I ain't doing nothing. I want to leave all the guts, everything in me. I'm getting back up later. I don't want to get up with no hole in my belly. I got to go and poop later. I want to poop it out the front. I want to poop it out the back. But that's another story. All right, let me finish this up. Y'all see what happened? Because with it, bread of affliction, because you came forth out of Mizraim in
haste,
that ye may
Zakar,
the what?
Yum,
of your what? Forth out of the land of Mizraim. How long?
all the Yamim.
Of your Ka'i. I got to remember that I came out there all the days that I lived. Let go and let God. Forgive and forget. He said, I got to remember this all the days of my life. I had to come out here in a hurry. You see the bread here? The bread of affliction. 30 and about 12. 16. Who know what I want? Yes,
Yes, Yahoo.
Let's see what they told you. It's important this year when we take it, this year now we take it, that we mindful of what we got to do. You ain't never supposed to forget this. Just like he told you when Amalek came and met you. What he did to you? He struck you from behind. What was your condition? You were weak. You were feeble. Isn't that right? You know what he told me to do? Don't forget it. Zakar. And he told me, and when I came into my strength, my fullness, he told me to take that bastard out from under Shamayim. Make sure he don't. Why Christian church don't teach that? That's in our book, isn't it? Yep. That man hit me from behind. I was weak. You ain't hit a fool. You ain't hit a man. He go, man, I whooped Tony up. Wham. Man, me was just going. You lying. You struck me from behind. On top of that, I was weak and I was feeble. And he told me that when I come into my own now, he told me to make sure I blot you out from under Shamayim. You know what? Think about this. Hey, let me do this. Just an example. You existing. What's that thing over here? Not this, not the roof. Shamayim. Under Shamayim. Because that's where he named that. All y'all named down here, okay? Hypothetical, Dave hit me. Smoked me, I'm weak, feeble. Y'all know how it is. That's just you, Dave, for example. You don't mind doing it. I'm going to go, hypothetical, I'm going to kill Dave. Dave done. Dave don't exist or his name don't exist no more in the Shamayim. How many of y'all understand that? Okay, I don't know how y'all did that. That makes sense. But it's good to know how y'all think. Let me see how that's going to work. Because who all know Dave? Raise your hand if you know Dave. Leave your hand up. Let me tell you what he said. Hypothetically, Dave smoked me from behind when I was weak and I was feeble. Leave your hands up if you know Dave, please. Now, when I get into my own, I'm supposed to blot Dave out, his name from under Shamayim. How many of y'all know Dave? Maybe you got my drift now. The only way to blot Dave's name out from under Shamayim, I'm about to kill everybody that know Dave. Now that should make sense. Explain to me how I'm going to blot his name out from under Shamayim unless I take out everybody that know Dave. See, these folks, white folks won't teach you this right. You know what? You think that's hard, difficult. How you think he erased all the memory of what we got? Everybody that knows our stuff, he killed them. So when we stand and defend and say that we have a strong feeling, inkling, idea, nigga, that's just some old type of intuition you got. That stuff ain't real. He killed everybody that knew about it. See, he'll never teach you smart. See how you think, y'all raise your hand, they say, yeah, it makes sense. I killed Dave. Dave name blotted from the side. You Dave White, right? You won't remember Dave's name, he died. You Dave's son, Dave died, you won't remember Dave's name. How many of y'all here know Dave? Soon as Dave died, you forget him. So does that make sense? I could blot Dave's name out by just taking Dave out. Try to help y'all think. See, the white man will teach you to think one type of way. I know it seems funny. That's what he do to you. He wipes out everybody that knows your history. That's why when you try to tell your story, what does he tell you? It's fabricated. Where's your proof? Well, shouldn't it be somebody here that should know it? And get what you do? You fall back like a nigga. You right. I made it up in my mind. All he did was just took out all your witnesses. Wait, listen. When they locked up Yahushua, do y'all not know the plot wasn't just to kill him, they were going to kill the men with him? That's right. They got him later and told him that they were intending to stir them people up by teaching in that man's name. So the sense became to take them out. Because you guys are doing us harm. Killing him was not enough. We have to kill the people that's with him, that's teaching people with him. Then you persecute the people that take the teaching of him. Then eventually go out. The people that's it, they move out the way. That's why people run away from them teaching. They tell, oh, you go there, you don't go to jail. What you doing wrong? Oh, you go there, they go. What? Why? They don't do nothing, they go to the other cracker churches. These folks do whatever they want to do. They go to Muslim churches, child molester, everybody swapping up, switch hitting, homosexual, everybody here doing all kind of foolishness. Folks, I'm teaching people how to be liberated, to stand for yourself and what's right, and put your home back together.
That's right.
That ought to be worth you dying.
Yeah.
Man ought to have aspiration for a daughter to grow up and get a husband.
That's right.
A woman might have an aspiration for her son to grow up and get a wife. She got to worry about her son getting a sissy.
That's right.
Daughter bringing a done candy looker home. Let's see what he told her. 30 and 12. Yes, Yahoo they call Isaiah. What happened? Listen.
Wherefore,
Hold on. 30 and 20 is what
20.
I want, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm right here. Let me see what they say anyway. Listen.
wherefore, thus said the Kudash one of Yasharal, because ye despise this debar, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon.
Hold on for a minute, perversion. He said, therefore, thus said the Kudash one of Yasharal. It's important to know Kudash. Can I get a hand? Kudash. What is Kudash? Here, let me get you. I got you. What is it? I don't know. His mom looked and said, oh, my God. Tell me what it is. Your mama leaned and said it again, worse and worse. I know who taught you. Your daddy taught you that. No, hold on. I got some. What we got on here? That's what I'm talking about. I heard it come separated. So, see, that's what we have. Let me tell you why that's important for you to realize. Whenever you listen to the word Kodash, separated, he's telling you when he told you about him, I'm separated. Remember now, whose Elohim am I? So what would you be? You would be separated too. See, the connection there, we got to think about as a companionship. If I'm your Elohim and I'm telling you that I'm separated, what are you supposed to be? That's why it makes sense when he told you, wherefore,
Come out from among them.
and be ye.
But all.
See that? Because that's what I am. I'm not with these people. The problem is when you hear them, we mixed and mingling with these people, it look like we agree and go along with everything they're doing. Let me tell you something. The behaviors we got are the same behaviors he tried to stricken us of when he brought us out, okay? When we was in Mizraim, they had sex with their own people. People don't want to talk about it. Their brothers and sisters have sex. Fathers have sex with their daughter, everything. He said, all these things, they do them. These are the type of people I'm trying to break you out from among these people. Come out from among them and be ye, be separated. And don't touch. And guess what I do? Folks, see, we've been asking, we don't know. Listen, people generally want to be saved. Everybody do. Don't think people don't. The confusion comes in when people tell her, say, I understand, be saved, but then I'm still trying to figure out how does that fit with my life, though? Because I got a life outside this building. I got a family. I got things I wrestle with. I got health issues. How does all this work? And that's why people just fall away. They keep hearing, son, you just need to get saved. You just need to live right. You need to get, I hear what you're saying. I need to just know, show me how to put this together so I can walk in it. Y'all got it? I need to understand that he wanted to be clear. I am separated. To show you he was separated. What was that one, the place where he had, where we was in, that he can't get? What was the place? No, the place where we was in, Pasach, that place. Mizraim. When he came down to Mizraim to get us, y'all remember? Somebody said no. So how did he do it? Exactly. See, he needs you to understand something. I'm Kodash. When you come out, you're going to serve me here. I'm not coming to where you're at. You're going to come to me. That's important to know. Because you know what they tell her? He came and got me out the titty bar. No, he didn't. That make it must say, if we went in those, we was in Mizraim, he never came to Mizraim. He sent Moses, Musha, and told him to bring her, and they're going to Shakar me here. I'm not coming there. I'm trying to teach them the importance. You know what we say? My mama, I need to go get her. My brother there, my uncle, my husband there. He said, I'm Kodash. I can't go there. I'll send somebody to fetch you out. You know what I'm saying? And when you come out, I'll be here. I'm not coming in there. So guess what happened when I come out? I can't go back. You can't go back. You know what the problem is with us? See, we ain't understood the process. Because how many times y'all heard folks say, man, I thank God came and got me out the liquor store. Did he? Came and got me out the drug house. I was sitting there smoking crack one night. God come in there to me. Did this make sense? He wouldn't even come to Miss Rain. They weren't even smoking crack in Miss Rain. And he wouldn't even come there. I know, but understand the importance of what we didn't know. He won't come. That's why he told us you got to come out from him and be separate and touch. You touch someone clean. Just say you touch someone clean. Try to touch me. You can't. You're unclean. So now I got to look and say, hold on. Me touching this, you won't let me touch you. You ain't got to worry about me touching again. He needed us to understand the premise of when I tell you I'm Kodash, I'm saying, all this stuff, listen, I have nothing to do with this stuff. It's not attached to me. This ain't a lot of us. We let wife, we let family, we let kids drag us into stuff. You know, a man got a wife, care for the things of the world, how he can please his wife. You're not going to use that. Because you ain't going to believe it. Yahushua is his bride. I ain't coming. I'm not coming. Y'all, I'm telling you, see, because, people are trying to use the book at inconvenient and opportune time to kind of justify breaking the will to do something. Cause don't it say something? Yes, say a whole lot of things, but you got to keep it in contact. Now, I ain't going to do nothing. My wife going to have me go get what he told me, because he said, and touch not the unclean thing. And he said, then I'll receive you. Hello? So we start understanding the premise of being badal, being separated, being kudash. That's what he said. I'm your Elohim. I'm separated. I need you to follow the pattern. I'm not with it. So what you got to do? And when you're not, now I'm kudash to you. I'm separated from you. So, behold, his ear is not
Short, heavy that he cannot hear.
neither his arms. I'm sorry, his arms not short. Yeah, neither his arms short that he cannot. But
Your iniquity has separated between you and your Elohim.
so that
He will not save.
he will not hear. He got good. He was rolling good too. It was another spirit jumped in there. You were rolling. You were doing good. But you know what I noticed? You don't quote more than Jahi had tonight. And that's 1,000 right now. No, but see, don't that make sense? We told you why I won't hear you. Because guess what happened? Because when you commit Qatar, me and you are so far apart that if you yell and scream at the top of your lungs, I couldn't even hear you. That's like that. I couldn't hear you. And as far as me coming down to get you, not there, because I can't reach it. I can't touch it. Y'all got it. Like Hammer, can't touch this. You know what I'm saying? But when we understand that, and everybody want to be held in love, don't they? Everybody want to be cared for. He said, but when you put yourself in this situation, I can't do it. I can't, man, we done had to do it as parents sometimes. You'll get kids. It ain't you don't love them. They'll think you don't love them when you don't help them do stuff. It ain't that. I don't want to support you wrong, and that's all he like. How many of y'all been like that would have had a kid? You just like, I had to cut them loose because I don't want. And you hate me. You ain't never. Then they go back and you ain't never loved me. You love somebody more. You ain't never. Okay, nigga, here we got to put up this stuff, but I can't help you because I ain't gonna help fester you doing wrong. That's the same thing with Yahuwah. We'll say Yahuwah don't love me. Yahuwah, yeah, you just doing wrong. You're in a state where I can't help you. As soon as you recover yourself out that state, I'll see about you. But you got to come out your situation. You know what y'all do? I got to make them now. I don't want my kid to think I don't love them. I don't want them to think, so I got to go. I ain't got to do nothing. Especially if it's going to help you stay doing wrong. That's the same thing you want to do with me. Because we think it'll help them. You reach in and help them, you'll hurt them. I'm just telling the truth. You reach in and help them, you'll hurt them. And that's what he realized up. He looked at, I'll do you more hurt than I'll do you good if I help you in that situation. If I leave you where you at until you come out of it and you see and you won't want to come back, then you'll see that helped you. Y'all hear me? Okay. Let's come on and go ahead. Y'all see what he talking? Therefore, thus said the Kudash one of Yasharal, because you have refused to what? Give me verse 8 of this same book. This is what he told him. Listen to this.
Now go, katab it before them in a table.
On a tablet.
and noted in a sephar,
and in a sefer, in a book.
that it may be for the time to come, olam and olam.
See that? Forever and ever. He put forever and ever, even forever. Listen, many long days,
That this is a rebellious arm,
a disobedient,
Kazab Benim,
false children.
Kazab Benim, that will not shama the Torah of Yahuwah.
Y'all hear that? I'm giving them directions, they won't take them. I'm telling my kids where to go, and they won't do it. I'm trying to help you get right, and you keep going left. So what do you want to do? Listen.
Which say to the seers, see not.
Who say to the Nabaims, report not to us. See not, because this is what they were called by their writer. They were called seers because they could quote unquote see the vision, which they were the Nabaims, okay? They had the vision. So now they would tell now, don't report that to us. I don't want to know nothing about be talking about no burning, man. Please don't come around me with that stuff. I don't like people talking. You know what I'm saying? That negative stuff, it'll stick to you. You gonna mess around, you gonna bust shit out. Ho, ho, ho. Don't come around, don't come around me talking like that. You know that negative. You mess around, you jank me. That's what they let them know. They don't want to tell them. They saying don't report it to us. Because the Nabi got to tell you what he saw. The Nabi that had a kalamu, what he supposed to do? Yeah. He got to tell you, I got to tell you what I saw. And if I have a kazum, a vision, I got to tell it to you. Mm-hmm. He's saying he that had my debar, then I gotta tell it to you. He said, make sure you tell it. If you have a kalamu, tell the kalamu. If you have a kazum, tell the kalamu. But the one that had my debar, let him tell it. Without fear. You see they told you, report it not to us. You can miss me with that, bro. Go down there and tell them, they want to hear that. That's how people are. Come on.
And to the Nabaim, Naba not unto us sadiq things. Speak unto us smooth things.
But speak and report to us another deceit. What kind of people want error? People that go to Jake's, Loan, Dollar, they want this. That's what they know. Error make them feel good. Mm-hmm. People that doing wrong want to hear that they ain't as bad as they've been told they were. When sometimes you got to see yourself in your worst state to get better. All right, let's see. 11.
Get you out of the Darak.
And turn us aside from this way. See, he said, get you out of the way. But here, the Greeks report that they actually said, and turn us aside from this Darak, this way. Listen.
Cause the Kodash one of Yasharal to cease from before us.
From us this path, and remove from us the oracles of which, we don't use oracles. They want to remove the writings as well. That's exactly what's going to happen. When you get out of the way, you can forget it. So they looked at, in order to get out of the way, and what you learn when you committing Qatar is because you start removing the things that he wrote to keep you in the way. That's why we're in the condition we're in. Let me tell every one of y'all something you need to know. How you commit Qatar, Qata'in, when you have knowledge, you have to just straight ignore it. What you do is the same thing they just said. I don't want to hear it, and don't tell it to me. You want them out of your way because it's condemnation. And it's important for all of us to understand that and realize that so we can get better. See, the sickness we got is deeper than just the white man. I bring up the issue because that is something we battle with, the system. This is not every white person's system, but now it's important to understand why you battle the system. If we left from their place and established our own, we will still run into the same rhetoric, simply because we have not changed our inward parts. Okay? How do we start to associate the change in our inward parts? The reason why we went to the 16th chapter of the book of Allah Hadabarim. Okay? I'll finish out from here. Most High willing. What were y'all supposed to do? Remove the what? The leaven. Leaven is yeast. Y'all understand what yeast is? Okay, yeast. It's a rising agent, yeast. What we'll call yeast? Sin. That's what we'll call it. Because if Yahuwah gave you an order to do something, and if something came in to change that direction, we'll call it leaven. Y'all got it? Because if that bread didn't have leaven, it'll just stay flat, wouldn't it? Till something get in it. Now, what'll happen and how a lot of us get tripped up, you got to search real hard to make sure that it ain't something left in there that could come in and alter. And sometimes it'll do just like Qatar will. It'll come in different forms. How this whole thing will work so you'll understand it. Let's say sin is yeast, rising agent. What if I took an egg, broke the egg, and just used the clear part of it? I could make that leaven, or let's say sin. That's why you were told when you go inside your house to sweep through to make sure there's nothing in there that could be not just the actual just literal sin, but there are other derivatives that can have the same effect. Sometimes you get stuck in there, like people went out, you look for everything leaven, but there's some other things that can be changed. Now, years ago we did it, y'all remember, we used to get the eggs out. Eggs are not leaven, but it just show you, Qatar can come in any form. See that egg, that egg is chicken. That's a chicken undeveloped. But if you crack it and just use the white of it, you can take that and you can make it a leveling agent equivalent to, and how that'll get you, or you can take Armour Hammer and baking soda, which is used in the refrigerator for keep down odor, smell, or you can take that baking soda you use to brush your teeth because you want to go natural. You could take it, use it for deodorant, and decide, but I'm real hungry. It ain't like it's leaven, and use the baking soda or use the egg white and enrich what you're cooking, and it becomes sin. And understanding that, you start to understand how things around you can transform and change and can be used and turned to cartoon. So this is how you learn when the book tells you, as using this world, you can use chicken. But if you take and make it a leavening agent during this time, you just abused it. See, what we don't understand, this whole process he was trying to teach them was to instruct them on how things that you think aren't can become. And to show you sometimes, like people say, well, it ain't like I did a whole lot, but you ain't gonna believe it. He said, you do know a little leaven. Ain't like I'm no big son. I don't smoke crack. I tell some little lies. So you take your eggs and you make them leaven. Use your baking soda for deodorant and to brush your teeth, and you made you some light bread. Yeah, you ain't like the other ones, huh? See how you could take something and it can become? That's how important to realize. In order for us to understand that purpose of how it worked, we had to learn first, from the first unit, I need you to get all the leaven out. I need you to go through your cabinets and sweep. I need you to run through your closets. I need you to break your stove down. Because something can be in there, and it can cause it to happen. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to be in transgression. And me and you, we're going to be badal. I get it every year. Big people, they're going to go, man, I forgot, man, I started grabbing my Subway. So, oh, man, I ran in and I got me some pancake. Because you know what happened? They're not mindful. That's what happened to these people. They forgot. That's why you were taught zakah. Zakah means to, as to. You mark it so you remember it. So you be mindful of people using things. When you ask people stuff, the way you ask so you don't really get a full answer, so you don't find out you're in condemnation. Or you can ask things in a way so you don't get the answer you need, or the answer you want, the answer you don't want to hear. So you answer in a way it can be, ooh, I didn't know that. That's why we got to start being mindful when we come in to consider these things. See, these people had to understand their premise. He looked at, when I brought these people out, this would have been something they've been looking at, making sure they had no leaven. You know, they only had no leaven simply because he got them out so fast. They just didn't get a time to put it in there. Yep. It wasn't because they were trying to make flatbread. That was not the intent. They didn't have leavened bread because when they looked around, they had to go. So you got to grab everything you're going, get out of here. With what they had, we had to go. And the people were pressing them. Listen, take this necklace, take this ring, get this junk. I don't want you, get out of here. I was pressed out so fast, that's why I had that unleavened bread. But then he had to teach them the premise of, I need you to get kataim, man, because those same people turned back and reverted back those behaviors and went back. And I told them that I was separated. They didn't pay attention. I didn't come and get you from Mizraim. I sent somebody because I was Kudash. Huh? I didn't want to come near those people. And when you came, I made you wash your flesh with water and sit and wait on me. Because I'm Kudash. I need you to be clean. Let me tell you something. Eric brought some over to the house last night for my wife. Wheat. She made y'all bread from fresh wheat that he pulled. You remember when he brought the wheat? You gave her the wheat last night? You know my wife got it. How did wheat look, sweetie? When you first got it, how did it look? Look what? It looked dirty when you got it? She thought it was clean at first. She didn't know how dirty it was till she really cleaned it. You don't know how dirty you are until the word come and clean. She did a lot of work with it. Did you know it was going to take as much as it did to clean it? She was running late. It took that long. You know what happened? You know how dirty we are? See, he told you, you're they which appear to look good, but the inside of you. So he even gave it to her. They use sepulchre, but we use kabar, which is the grave. So the grave is full of dead stuff, unclean stuff that we're not to touch and handle. And a lot of times that's the way we're on the inward side, but we don't know it. So he gave her the similitude of cleaning your house. You'd be surprised. Sometimes you start moving. You say, some of you on drop, you couldn't find it. You said, it ain't disappeared. It ain't hit the ground. It just went somewhere until you clean and get back and you realize, man, ain't that stuff was back here? You like, guess what? Get on your inward side and see how much stuff you got in there. It's stuff when you go through closet, you look, stuff you bought, but you still new, you ain't using it outdated. You say, look at this here. But you were so dead set on getting it and didn't even use it. Or maybe you a couple of times. So you start to go through and start the process on stuff that just wasted, stuff I didn't need, I thought I need. It's the same way in life of stuff you go through your closet. We got a whole lot of stuff just out the appearance to look, and you come back and look at it, you ain't gonna wear it, you don't even need it. So you start realizing how now it's not good to hold on to everything you got. And when you go through and you start to clean, you be surprised the stuff you need to get rid of. And that's how it is about what we're doing. If this process is going to work for us, I don't want this to be another year, Shana, that we just take the cup, take the lacam, and we don't get our deliverance. Because if we're going to reenact it, we need to understand it. He said, I brought you out in a haste. I fed you with affliction. So you know what that made it look at? When they ate the bit, the fellow look at, man, I'm sick of that place. That place pissed me to the third power. So those people ate it and knew how they felt. When they ate it, the herbs were bitter. Because they looked at, I ain't got nothing sweet. We said, man, that's sweet, right? He said, he said, ooh, that thing's sweet. He said, your situation here, it been bitter for you. So when you came out, you came back to commemorate, remember, it was rough, it was bitter, and it was harsh to me. I don't ever want it again. But now, there's a conclusion you got to remember. What's going to keep you from getting it again? What's going to keep you from going back through it again? What's going to sit the situation that you never have to deal with it again? Because you were originally told the Mizraim that you saw that yum. And how long? Forever. But he had to come back and told you the things I told you weren't going to see, you're going to see them. Not because I couldn't hold to what I said, but because you wouldn't stand on the principles we established. I don't want this to just be something we just take and we're not considering. There is a behavior that goes in contrast with it. There's a mindset we got to have to be delivered. Right? That's where we at. That's why he had to use the word. He told the Charlotte King, he said, now you're clean through the word. How much you had to do with that? You just ran water over it? Like what? Soap, water. Like intense rubbing, scrubbing to get it off. The word be rough on you sometimes, trying to get the imperfections off. So you got to remember, it's got to be something he'll receive. Y'all got it? He want the thing to be where he'll receive it. See, we just looking at doing something. He want to be in a certain type of protocol. It's on a certain thing Elohim will accept, even when it come to people. He don't accept people because of the color of their skin. I don't know where people got that stuff from. Yahuwah looking at people with a behavior. That's what he recognized. When Samuel went in, who they called Samuel, went in to see the Benin of Yashi, who they called Jesse, the one he saw, he said, surely Yahuwah has saw him, had told him. He said, oh, he said, I don't own like you own. He said, you're looking at the outward appearance. I'm looking on the inward part. So that's why it was important for them to learn how to clean the inside of their house. Your body is a vessel. This is a mashkan, they'll call it a temple. And Yahuwah is concerned about how it's kept on the inside. You know how important it was for them? When they were given the premise on the construction of the tent that they were actually first built, when they were setting out the protocol, it was so he would come in and inhabit it. So you know what he told them? What I want you to wear, what type of light I want at the door, and what kind of fragrance I want you to be burned on the inside. How everything should be done, how the table should be set. I want spoons, forks, I want cups, everything I want this set up, and I want things that were brought in, because then you're setting it in for entertainment for me to come in, so I'll make my boat, I'll stay. But when it's not set to protocol, when I come, I just pass on by it. I just pass on by. It ain't worth coming and habitating. You got it? We got to set it up. Two things we learned from Mizraim. Now, he came into the house of the Mizraim, didn't he? To make his abode, kill their babies. Now, he didn't come into the house of the Mizraim, or Yasharal, did he? What did he do? He passed. That's what we got to establish our house to where he'll come in, not to kill our babies. And we got to set it up that when it comes down to destruction and death, he'll pass over us. Y'all got it? We got to make it somewhere he'll come here and buy. He said, I stand at the dollar, and if any man do what? You got to be willing. You know, sometimes to try to give people ideas, they say, you know what happened? You're not open. So people, if a person not open, you're going to keep pushing your ideal on them. You're going to try to give the people you see receptive, who seem like they want to take it. Guess what? That's what Yahuwah looking at. Who's accepted of his idea? Just finish that 30 and 20. I'm trying to let y'all go. Y'all can get ready so y'all can get this wine in so you have room, turn the air conditioner up. Probably drop down to 52 because some of these jokers, and don't get no more than one cup either. Chris. Him and his drunk. Who else in here are drunk that you can tell, Chris? A couple of them. Like who? Santa. Santa, you was alky. Daddy should have been a drunk. He knew he was going to have all them kids. She got you drunk to have all them kids, didn't it, Danny? Who else you got? Haywood. Who else? Greek. Greek used alcoholic. What is that? Casual wine. Yeah, he was a wino. Wino's worse than anything. All right, let's look at this right quick. 30 and 20. Let's see what he told us. Because y'all heard what he told us. The bread was of affliction, right? Yes, let's see what he told you. Listen.
And though the Adon give you the lakam of adversity and the ma'im of affliction,
the skank water. Yeah.
Shall not thy murray be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy murray.
Hold on. Whoa. And though the Yahuwah shall give you the lakam of affliction and the scant water, scant should stand for barely sufficient. Scant means barely sufficient. If y'all want to write that down, get the bread. See, they put short water. See, he don't tell you that. He said, and the water of affliction, versus he only gave you a little. This is important for y'all, scant, barely. Yet they that cause thee to err shall no more at all draw nigh to thee. Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. Those don't read the same. That's why you had to go back and look at this in more than one kind, because these people will give you something and you'll be saying something. He's talking about removing the people that put you in error. Yet they that cause thee to err shall no more at all draw nigh to thee. For
thine eyes shall see those that cause thee to err.
I said, God damn wrote that right there. Now you right, they said that. You right. That's right. You see that? For thine own shall see those that cause thee to err. And what happened? And this is what happened.
And thine ears shall shama a debar behind thee, saying, This is the Darak. Halak ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left.
Hold on a minute. And then thine ears shall hear the dabarim of them that went after thee to lead thee astray, who say, This is the way, let us walk in it, whether to the right or to the left. That's different. And then thy ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, This is the way, walk ye in it when you turn. See this, man, see this will screw you up. Hear the words of one admonishing, listen, and thy ears shall hear the words of one admonishing thee behind thy back, this is the way, walk ye in it, and go not aside, neither to this is taken out. They'll read better than this. That's why we have to check behind people, because this looks like it's telling you that somebody's gonna come and lead you to the truth. Right. When it's not, he's telling you these error leaders are gonna continue to try to make a fool out of you. That's why it's important for us to pay attention. He let her know, I'm going to give you these people. And you got to look at what happened with this in the 8th verse. I told him to sit down and write it, that this is a rebellious arm, that these people are full of mischief, and they will tell Khazars. And they will go to these leaders and tell them not to tell them right. They will want to get out of the path. So you know what to do? I'm going to give them those teachers that's going to lead them astray, that's going to put them on the wrong path. There's a baraka for it to get opportunity to think on it. In my close on this, I really allow y'all really think about what y'all heard. And you really do some self-examination about yourself. This can't keep going on the same way. If you didn't have an ear to hear it, don't even worry about it. It's for a reason. If you had an ear to hear it, it's for a reason. Whether you hear or not, it's for a reason for everybody. Make no mistake. We can't just keep sitting here taking this cup and not laying the law to our hearts, the importance of what he was trying to get us to see. We got to get out of him. We got to take with the mind of getting out of him. He's not taking us like he took the last people. The last people made a fool out of him. He's not doing that again. The people he's going to take out their time are going to be a people that understand. You got to be Kodash. Even if it's wife, if it's husband, if it's children. He told you, I did not come to do what you thought. I came to set a man at distance, to make a man badal. His husband from the wife from the children. Said a man foe's going to be them of his own best. It's going to have to be that way. It's going to be that way. Let me tell you something. When we really take this and do it like he told us to do it, we're going to fall out with each other. The people going to fall out going to be the person that ain't standing, because we'll do that. Husband, wife, somebody ain't real serious about it, somebody kind of playing with, somebody holding on, somebody trying to carry somebody. He going to push where you ain't going to be the carrier no more. Everybody got to stand for themselves. Some of y'all ain't going to do it because you don't look, I don't want to be by myself. People going to laugh at me by myself. People laughing at you now. Anybody, you can't stand on your own, you ain't going to make it. Everybody. I'm telling you now, it come to that point, you're not going to make it. I ain't going to tell you no lie. You can believe what you want. I know folks saying, oh, I believe. Be stupid. You can't carry nobody. Yahuwah set up their way. Every each got just enough to carry themselves. He set up that way on purpose. Ain't nobody got enough to get nobody. You can't get nobody nothing. Everything you got to get got to be for yourself. This how it's got to be personal for you. This thing winding up. I know these young people, y'all got aspirations, you want to go to school, you want to sell this stuff. This thing winding up. Got to tell them the truth. The time ain't here. The time now is the time to serve Yahuwah. This the time now we got to build a Beth of Yahuwah. In the book of Kaga, they said one time. They said one time. He said, you sit around in your seal house and you won't build my house. He said, I'll show you what's going to happen. Everything you put money in your pocket, gonna be like you got a hole in it. Ain't that right? I'm gonna make moth eat your stuff. He said, because they didn't recognize the time. We were trying to establish Yahuwah house. We're not talking about no physical building. This got to be internal. That's right. We ain't got no time. Everything we need, we can do right among ourselves. Yahuwah provide for his arm. His arm got to quit being greedy, wanting everything these people got. If we establish ourselves to do what we're supposed to do, these folk would have been went down. Yahuwah came back and fought for it like he told he going to do. When he come back, he said, I'm going to fight for you just like I did in the day of battle. Yahuwah coming right back, he's going to fight. Just like where you think he's going to have these folk to meet him at? In the valley of Yehoshaphat. You know what he told me to get him now? He said, there, I'm going to contend with all Goyim. We're going to get everybody to the valley of Yehoshaphat. There, he's going to plead with them. And like he did in the day of battle. You know what he told when Yehoshaphat was down? Told, that battle not yours. He said, it's mine. They made a song about that battle not yours, the Lord. He said, it's my battle. He told all Yehuda and them to hearken to him. He said, it better not yours, but Yahuwah. You know what we did? Man, we sung Zamar. That's what we did. Y'all didn't know that? We sung Zamar. Yahuwah will fight. All we had to do was sing Zamar. Y'all get up here and I tell you folks that do Zamar. You get up here, you give it everything you got. You ain't living, shut your mouth. Isn't that right? Yahuwah coming back to fight for his own. That's our confidence. He did it for us more than one time. We just got to stay on these principles he left. If you taking this and you just want to take some, you can go to the liquor store. If you taking this and you looking for Yahuwah to come back to deliver just like he said it, you be ready to take this thing when it come around. I'm taking it with the intent of leaving him, and I'm ready to go tonight. Yahuwah coming back to get his arm prepared to get ready to leave him. We got to separate, not just from their play. We got to separate from this body. Y'all hear me? Your mind got to be set. Where your ruach going to leave him? You got a nefesh on the inside of that body. You consist of body, soul, and spirit. That thing leave him, where is it going? I got to have somewhere to cohabitate. Y'all got me? I'm making preparations. That's why I'm cleaning my life. I thought on been considering anything I see, anything show, I can move away from it. I can cut it off. I can let it go. And Luke can let his wife go and walk straight out to Sodom and Gomorrah. Surely I can do it. Whatever I got to do today, Abraham walked away from his whole family. Surely I can do this thing. And I won't be setting no standard. The standard been set. Yes, Yahuwah told him to go through the gate. Told him to gather out the stone. Told him to lift up a banner for the people. That's why I'm here. The fact he set a standard. Why y'all think when he got up, all them four had to come out the cabal? He told them, gather out the stones. Man, set a banner up for the people. Something the folk can see. You see them banner folk talking about new opening, going out of business. You see all them banner be waving. So the folk can see it. They'll know to come in there to get something. It's a sale going on. When Yahushua was set up on the tooth, he let them know you need to come and get us a sale going on. You know what he was selling? They're mott. And he told you, don't you sell it when you get it. Got to be right. That's why we're here. Y'all examine yourself. We get ready to take this thing. Because you eat it and you drink it unworthily, he said you're going to eat condemnation to yourself. Because you're not discerning. I want you to think on this thing. Let it resonate. Are you willing to go all the way with him? Had folks sat around here for years sometimes. Jordan took the cup one time, nutted up. Folks sat for years. I can't sit nowhere no year and can't take it. Why ain't able to take it? Got to get your life right. You know, old folks all that shucking and jiving. Got to quit shucking and jiving and get real. At some point in your life, start considering your behind wind up, you leaving out of him. From Shinar to Shinar, folk leaving him. I looked at that picture I had of Abraham. I was looking at now. I said, he gone now. That picture look like he alive. He gone now. Who will come in here and pick out who he will and get you out of here. And the information increase when you gone. Aim Shell gone. Think about her oftentimes gone out there. So we lost a good one. Isn't that right? We done lost some good one. Abraham showed you to piss me off sometimes, but then he can come and make you happy. Bring me a gallon. There you go. I said, I sure am pissed with him. I guess I got to forgive him. He done brought me a gallon of ginger. How many of y'all Abraham pissed him off? Pissed you off before? I don't think anybody ain't pissed off. Because he could do it, but then he can come right back and do something, can't he? Make it say I'm supposed to be angry with that bastard. He was just that type of person, ain't it? One thing, if I had something I need him to do, I got something to do. I said, I need to get by 4 brothers. He said, need them joker, do it myself. And he run out to try to do it and said, what do you call y'all? Musclehead. Get away, musclehead. That's how it was. Yahushua saw fit to keep us here and move him, though. Whatever he ain't get opportunity to get right before he left him, he can't get it right. Don't let that be your story tonight.
That's right.
That man coming back here. Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
That's two. All right, we're going to get ready to pull that. I got to wash my